Hi everybody, here's Krystian from Teamworkcast.
And this is Nick or Putty, also from Teamworkcast.
These are the German Nationals 2014, 23rd of August, Kirchen, awesome castle, finale.
Blue versus blue, the all Smurf adventure.
Yes, both players have chosen the same backs. And man, what a finale. This is I call it the finale for realsies now.
The real thing.
It's game number 31. We have Jürgen, Axul on the left, and we have Alex FF0X on the right. No more jokes anymore. This is serious, Nick. This is serious. We have Personal Evolution, Black Tree against Andromeda.
Black Tree.
And
Andromeda. Look at this shuffling. This is madness. Look at that.
Madness are shuffling. We both decks. We haven't. Have we seen Andromeda?
Yes, because he's played Runner a couple times, I think.
All right. Okay. It is a fascinating tournament. It was a fascinating tournament so far. We have again Jürgen, who fought himself way up through the lower bracket to be here to defeat the guy who wasn't defeated yet in the top 16. And we have, of course, Alex, who defeated the guy who previously wasn't defeated. So it's like, you know, so the King of the Hill was changed so much now. I don't know what's happening even anymore. We have a hedge fund beginning, and we have 2 cards being installed, photos being made. People gather around this game. Like, I will post pictures. People gather around this game. Everybody was watching. It was like a spectacle. It was really like the whole idea of the double elimination round really came to, you know, it really made sense suddenly. Like all the people watching, all people cheering for the players. It really felt like the Nationals.
I really feel like around here the bowling alleys have neon bowling night, you know? They turn on all these black lights and everything's glowing. I don't understand why they don't do that more for Netrunner.
I think it would be cool. I don't know, maybe you will find some traces of things that you wouldn't want to see.
That's true.
Like, oh, that's dirty laundry. Wow, that's pretty dirty.
That is pretty dirty.
All right, we have Desperado being installed, Andromeda's favorite console.
I don't know if I would have done that.
People are nowadays critical of early Desperados, but I think that was a good choice. The thing is, like, we already saw Jürgen's deck, and that's a vicious deck that kills the runners.
Yeah, but like the thing is that this is the first turn and it's Andromeda, so yeah. He's gonna probably lose a couple cards because he's only got $2 left.
There's also security testing, and now he's thinking hard. I think he mulliganed, so he didn't have really a choice. So really, he's really thinking about which card to lose and which card to keep. Running on R&D. There's a pop-up window. Pop-up window being paid. Card stays.
Yeah, if he's running his hand, I'm not looking forward to what's going to happen there.
And now he's getting a credit, and now he has to discard like 2 cards.
Oh.
Security testing being discarded. And was something else. Inside job. So again, those players are, you know, after this exhausting day of playing Netrunner, and for this game is being so important, none of the players wants to make any mistakes. Everybody's playing like really slow, really deliberate, making sure that everything is. Jackson Howard coming out. So far, not many aggressive moves from Jinteki here. But this will all probably soon change if the game, for example, against Simon is any indication, that ended quickly with a Scorch Earth and Neural EMP. Something that probably Alex is very aware of and tries to avoid if he can. Money. Of course, the players are actually not supposed to look at the other players' games, so they can scout ahead.
And writing books, very important books.
Yes, magnum opus being written. Andromeda writes her magnum opus. I would love to read Andromeda's magnum opus.
I guess it could also be an amazing painting and or piece of art.
Could be.
Music.
I would like to think that Andromeda is basically a futuristic. What's her face again?
I don't know.
Ayn Rand.
What?
Because she's like ritzy. She's ritzy. She's like, you know, she feels like an Ayn Randian hero. All right, we have John Masanori chatting with babes all day long, getting the card draw that that Alex needs. But of course, at the same time, if John Masanori gives Alex a tag, Alex might die very quickly. And we saw Jürgen installing an advanced card twice in his server. So now Alex is encouraged to run on this. He does it. It is a cerebral overrider. No! No! Oh man, 2 brain damage. Oh.
So I see Andromeda more as a Martha Stewart.
All right, I'm cool with this.
Yeah, she's already got criminal. You know, she was in jail for a while, so it fits easily.
Cool.
Well, this could tie into the Wayland story. Maybe she gets her revenge on Wayland by getting into Hospioroid. And
that's how Wayland becomes a runner?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
2 more cards being installed there. Andromeda with 2 brain damage, really in a tough spot right now. She cannot have more than 3 cards on hand at any given point. So just 1 Scorched Earth can kill her.
Yeah. Hope he gets a Plascreed.
On the other hand, Magnum Opus gets him all the economy he needs.
Mm-hmm.
He runs on R&D. He has enough money. Trashes the Samurai. And what's that name again? Oh man, I always forget. It's not Samurai. Is it Samurai?
I thought it was. There's a Katana?
Yeah, there's
Nero Katana.
It's a Japanese card, alright?
It's one of them Japanese things.
It's a card that needs to be advanced thrice, and then you can use it to do 3 damage. Oh man, really difficult situation. Like the Jinteki deck is like puts the runners.
No,
oh man, no snare! He runs into a snare. Loses all his cards except of 1.
Andromeda needs to go in for some brain surgery.
Bleeding cards, just bleeding cards. He doesn't trash the snare, of course. Why should he?
Oh man, that is just.
This is rough. Alex tries to be really careful, but it's so difficult with this deck. Like every...
I don't even think he was being careful. He's just like, whatever, running.
Well, you have to run, right? Because if you don't run, it's an agenda and he wins. It's like, ugh.
Yeah.
Or it's even worse. It's going to be like a Ronin. Oh, Ronin was the name. Ugh, Ronin. Samurai. Now I know. Alright, so
Cryptus and Femme Fatale in his discard now.
Gilahan's been scored. And Alex takes 3 cards, 3 credits, and then and a card.
Things are not looking well for the Final Fantasy operating experience.
He's having an uphill battle right now.
I am jealous of this mat, though.
It is. He has a pretty sweet plugged into mat, which the plugged into wasn't in Germany. So that fact that Alex has this mat is pretty dope. Pretty dope. On the other hand, Jürgen just uses the mat that he... That's the funny thing. Jürgen scored so lowly in the tournament initially that he actually hasn't won the match that he's playing at.
Oh, poor guy.
So you know, really an underdog story here right now. Alex gets out a fairy that will help him against surprise like a Komainu.
So instead of the Mighty Ducks, it could just be the Blackest Trees? No,
yeah.
That doesn't work.
Yeah.
I had a failed joke. That was a failed joke, alright? Let's acknowledge it and move on.
We are going to trash the joke and reset.
Look at all this money.
All this money, and there's a card behind an ice installed there. So what does it mean, right? Does it mean that it's an agenda and he doesn't want to get in there, or does it mean that it is actually the ice is just there for fake him out?
Why can't Andromeda call in Silhouette and be like, "Look, go over there"?
That's why that's why I put like just before, because I had a friend who played the same thing, and I put Lemuria Codecracker in my deck. Because expose, but on the other hand, I mean, this deck has also things against expose. Not exactly sure what happened there, but
neither do I. There's a little bit of dancing.
Oh no, he got the tag, and I think he removed the tag or something. Yeah, he removed the tag. Dirty Laundry. No, takes the Dirty Laundry back. Later, maybe later.
Not dirty enough.
Jackson being used.
Waren die drei, also Hedgefonds, Ronin und
Hedgefonds, Ronin, and Cerebral Overrider getting back into the deck. Oh man, oh man. You know, Cerebral Override is so vicious in this deck, so vicious.
There's a lot of viciousness in this deck.
Exactly in the deck you want to have lots of cards on your hand, you can't.
I suppose it's only fair. You know, he has so many side things. F-Fox had so many side things. It's revenge.
Yeah, it's I think it's the delicious revenge for Jürgen right now, because of course they're not their best friends ever, so it's like doesn't matter. But
they're fighting against their karmic opposites.
But yeah, there's again something installed behind that ice, twice advanced. What is it? Is it a Cerebral Overwriter? What is it? On the other hand, Jürgen is still at 1 point. He's not like winning or something, you know. But every time anybody scores an agenda, Alex also has to discard a card. So, so Dirty Laundry, R&D, being trashed. It is. Oh man, Psychic Field. See, that's the thing. If you expose Psychic Field, then you have to play the mind game. If you lose the mind game, you lose all your cards.
Oh man,
it's like this deck has not any good solutions. Well, there's things that help, like Expose does help generally, and unless it's Psychic Field, and also Deus Ex. Something like Deus Ex would be really good, or Public Sympathy would be also great.
I thought you were going to say pup, and I was getting ready to say yip yip.
Yep, yep.
I'm sad.
Of course, I know that for a fact that Alex, before this tournament, actually constructed this Andromeda deck very briefly before starting the tournament. Constructed specifically to combat Near Earth Hub. Nah. And see, you can tell, you know, how unpredictable the meta here is, because yes, there were a lot of players in the tournament, but the finale, of course, is not at all. It's something completely different ballpark. Running on HQ. No rest from Jürgen. Jürgen needs that money for vicious things like snares. We have access. Oh, it is a neural EMP. So he knows that he has to end every turn with at least one card or he dies. Because Jürgen can make 1 net damage just like that. Of course, that's something that he knew before that, because that's something that Jürgen can do anyway by just scoring an agenda.
Such a brutal and impressive deck.
And you know what's really killing me? Like, there's this card behind the ice that is just advanced twice, and we don't know what it is. Is it a Cerebral Overwriter? Is it a Ronin? What is it? Difficult situation. Another card being installed. What is it? Alex decides to test run it. Gets out Sneak or Beta to be able to run on HQ without an ice in between, because we still don't know what that ice is. Could be anything, right?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh man, trashing the cerebral overrider. Very nice. Very nice. But
there are many tricks like that in this deck's arsenal.
Yeah, there are indeed. So much more to go through. It's such a big climb uphill. Thinking hard about every click right now, because it's, you know, one misstep and you're gone. Running on R&D. Oh man, scoring the Philotic Entanglement. Very important agenda to score. That agenda, there's only one of those in Jürgen's deck, because there can be only one. And
like
oh man, but Jürgen scores House of Knives. What?
Oh no!
What? This is horrible. House of Knives. He can deal 1 net damage during a run.
Another Femme Fatale gone. Oh, things are not looking good.
Femme Fatale, he doesn't need Femme Fatales because Jürgen obviously has no ice or very little ice in his deck.
Yeah.
Just taxing stuff. He really excels at this kind of shell game thing. Philotic Entanglement would have dealt a lot of damage if Jürgen would be able to score it. But this being diffused is a big deal for Alex. Big move. And of course 2 points is not too shabby either. Jürgen at 3 points, Alex at 2 points, but at 2 brain damage as well. Test running that card. Alright, gets a card because of Jomas Nori, gets the money from testing, runs on HQ through Sector Beta, I would assume. Wants to remove the traps before they're being played.
It's a smart move, but oh man.
Draws more cards.
If Fox can get this out, it's gonna be amazing.
It's yeah, he's really tiptoeing here around all those dangerous things. Alright, he removes the HQ interface. Obviously he doesn't want to access more than 1 card at a time. Because it's just so easy to get like into like snare and 1 more snare. You're dead.
If you get 2 snares at once, don't they just cancel each other out, right? Right?
That's not how it works, Nick. That's not how it works. Alright, we have a card that is advanced 3 times now in the server. Oh man. It could be anything.
It's a Wotan.
It's Project Junebug. It's like 6 damage. Alex can't even have like these many cards, right? He has like 3 cards. Oh, I guess he could throw 3 cards and then run on this, and then he would end the run with 0 cards, and he would lose the game. So there's just no way he can run on this. No way. Getting out of the Sector Beta, getting out a passport to break the code gates, and account siphoning. Wow. Wants Jürgen to have little credits, so he cannot trigger all the traps. Account siphon goes through. He removes the tags, obviously. Does he? We don't know yet.
Uh-oh.
We don't know.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Will he remove the tags? He's thinking.
It's like waiting for a... Oh.
He runs. He wants to run. He runs.
Man.
He runs on that card.
It's
a pop-up window. Oh no, I have a bad feeling about this. He's getting 1 more damage from the House of Knives. He's just at 2 cards at this point.
Cancel.
Sorry, ich hab's falsch angekündigt. Ich wollte den Schaden schießen, wenn du accessed, aber das hab ich nicht gesagt, also hast du es nicht gemacht. Ist okay.
And now he's jacking out. It's getting too hard for him.
But he has 2 tags!
Jürgen made a mistake. He should have said he's doing the damage after he accesses. But Alex, he did the damage before Alex said to access. So now that Alex knew, it was reminded that he would do damage. He decided to check out. Oh man! Jürgen gets out his money with the hedge fund. So he recovered from that account siphon. Alex still with his 2 tags running around. Man, he's playing with a fire right now.
I was gonna say that's not playing with fire. He's got like an active nuclear bomb, and he's just wandering around. It's like that scene in the Batman movie where he's just running around with a giant bomb.
Yeah. All right, he removes the tags. He removes the tags, everybody.
He
removes the tags. Did a security testing on archives. Has 1 click left. Oh man, getting more money. All right. We can do this, guys. We can do this. One card being installed behind an ice. This is the worst. It could be anything. Security testing on archives. Getting money. Drawing card. Inside job on that. Oh no, inside job. No. Why would you inside job? Oh no. Now he can't even tell if Jürgen would have rest that ice or not. He can't even like look at the ice, so he doesn't have additional information if this is a bluff or not. He just can't tell. It's just a blind run. Oh damn! It is a. It is how fitting. It's another Psy game. So if
the shoe is on the other foot.
Psychic field. If Alex loses this game, he loses all his cards. He wins the game. He wins the. No, he loses it. He loses it. He loses. I'm sorry. He loses it. I haven't seen the second clip. This card stays in here. He has 2 clicks left, right? Is that true? Yeah, he draws 2 cards. And then it's over. It's over. 3 EMP, 3 neural EMPs.
Oh my god.
And with that, Jürgen, also known as Axul, becomes the German master, the German champion.
Wow.
After what a crazy tournament, fighting his way through the lower bracket, arriving here, fighting against his good friend. Wow. Wow, Nick.
These poor guys. So he finally gets to win the mat he's playing on?
Yeah, I don't think so. Like, you don't get the mat for the first place, you just get like a trophy.
Oh, that's sad.
That's sad indeed. But it's not the most beautiful mat in the world, I must say.
No, that's true.
So what did you think about this match, Nick? This whole series of matches?
I really want to get into Netrunner tournaments. I've been trying to organize one down here, but all of the card shops say they don't care about the game. Even though there's probably about 10 people in town that will play.
Yeah.
I want to, but the closest place I have to go is like 2-3 hours away. It's going to take me forever. I don't have the time for that.
Yeah, definitely. But those are really, really exciting, really great way to learn how to play the game. And of course, if there is a double elimination at the end, stay all the way to the end. You know, it's very late and you're tired. You want to go home. Stay there because the double elimination is where it's at. It's really exciting games. Really, really, a lot of tension, a lot of drama. And it's really, really cool to see the players live and see them. They're struggling with all those things and fighting for, the finale. It was really cool. I was really blown away by this. And especially, again, I want to underline this. You know, when Jürgen was playing Noise against Necro B, that game that we when he was, when he just got this perfect Noise round, you could actually feel everybody in the room was feeling the meta change. You know, like, whoa, Noise is a thing right now.
Everyone's like, obvious. When I get home, I'm making that deck.
Yes, everybody was thinking exactly that. And of course, now that Jürgen won with Noise the entire tournament, that was even more exciting with some spectacular games. Of course, Alex also, amazing games. Like, I played against his Replicating Perfection deck, and it is brutal usually if it goes through. And it was putting up quite a fight in game 1 of the finale as well, with seven Psy games. Oh,
so many
Psy games. So I hope you enjoyed this series as much as I did, and I hope you did, Nick.
I enjoyed it very much.
So I wanted to mention one more last thing. This tournament was actually organized with the excellent iPad app of my good friend Gerion, called NRTM, Netrunner Tournament Manager, and actually 84 players, and he organizes everything on the iPad.
That's awesome.
That's really awesome. And they said, like, the organizers said, like, without the iPad app, it would have been a 2-day tournament.
Yeah.
But with the, like, flexibility and, user interface that Gerion really put a lot of thought into this, it really made it possible to manage this large amount of players in such a quick time.
That is just amazing.
So if you want to organize tournaments on Netrunner, you should get on this thing. You should get an iPad and get this excellent tournamentizer. And there's one more thing on the personal thing, because I participated in this tournament, and I have like an alternate noise art card.
And
I want to trade it against Gabe alt art. So if anybody has a Gabe. Just using my megaphone here for personal matter here.
Oh my
God,
you're abusing it.
I'm abusing, yes. I am a very selfish person.
Somebody send me Project Wotan playmat. I don't want to spend $50 on that thing.
All right, and if you have a Project Wotan playmat, then we can also maybe talk about how to trade this in for Nick, because he loves
I don't want to trade
so much.
I just want him to give it to me.
Will you buy the Project Wotan card sleeves?
I've thought about it.
He's looking at you in so many faces. Like, every card is a face of Wotan.
I know. I think I'd rather just buy like 50 Wotans and then just buy clear sleeves and just double bag.
That's also possible.
My deck would be so tall, but you know what? It would be awesome.
All right, so guys, we're gonna, on that bombshell, we're gonna close the series. We're gonna, of course, return soon with some more tournaments. We still have the Swiss rounds, which we haven't released, which obviously aren't such high priority, so we haven't done them first, because it was just me playing and being just horrible at this game. I don't know, people say, Nick, that you should, like, you should reduce carbon emissions. We should really save this planet. What do you think about this?
There's a saying that I've heard in a very popular movie.
Yeah.
And I think that it works for pretty much everything, especially global climate change.
Yeah.
And so I think we should just...
Fight the planet! Fight the planet! Shut up and get in the car!
Suck it
On me.